Okay, so we're going to do a preview. All right, I'm going to tell you the differences between the Android TV from Google, actually from Walmart's version of it, and the Ultra Max Fire Stick. I have both. Okay. I actually have the other Fire Sticks too, the ones below this, the 1080p ones. Okay. All right, so I picked up another one of these. These are $19.99. I had one. The first one I got was $29. Was like $30. There was only one left in the store. I was walking through the electronic department and I saw it on the shelf. I said, "Oh my god, I wanted one of that." So I grabbed the last box. This is it. Okay, that's it. It comes with everything to plug in. That's it. There's not much in the box. I don't even read this thing. It's supposed to help you. And this has to be updated out of the box. This works with the Google app, and then you walk. It's better to set it up that way. It'd be easier for you. Once you do it, it does everything. You select your be careful. Hold your phone correctly. You're using your cell phone. Hold your cell phone correctly, and you're gonna use the Google app. It'll say Google. There should be a folder on your phone. See, it'll look like this. Mine's in black, and then you go 8. You say, "Hey, G." I'm not gonna say the name, and set up my new device, and it'll set it up. It'll find it. It actually select your Wi-Fi. You select your Wi-Fi. It does the rest. Set the password. You actually which Gmail account you want to use. And you select that Gmail, and that's it. Boom. And they'll update it 680 gig. Then I'll update the remote. The remote gets a patch too, and there's a patch for HBO Max button as well. And there's another patch again for the remote. And that's about it. Once all that's done, you're ready to go. Then it'll ask you which apps you want to install. Do you watch ESPN? You want to install that app? You install that app. I don't need that stuff. I don't even want HBO Max, but it's installed by default. There's a way to get all that stuff off. You have to use third-party software, but if it's in the root, you don't have to. You have to root it. It wouldn't make sense because I used to program Android tablets and stuff like that, and phones. I mean, could work on something to speed up the process, but I mean, it's not worth it. A lot of people are not gonna go into that. You use there's a special Y adapter. You plug the power into it, and it has two USB. Well, how does that work again? Yeah, it has a USB port, and you can slide load. So you give an extra drive. You would have an extra stick, or you can put an extra, like extra hard drive onto it. Yeah, let me show you that. Okay, so this is the older 2019 Fire Stick 4K. Okay, and this is the brick for it. Okay, and this is the port. This goes into the HDMI port on your TV or your receiver. No, that's not a fire. That's an explosion. That's lightning. Get a little scary there, huh? I'm used to it. Okay. Okay. This is the Y adapter. Okay. So here's the power cable, right? So the way this works is you plug this into this adapter, okay, like so. You plug the other adapter. This is how you slide load apps. Okay. You can use a jump drive, USB, and you can plug into this, like so, okay? Or you can use an extra 500 gig hard drive, like so, or I have a higher than this. This is slide loading. Once you get the app that you want on there, like for instance, on this one called I don't know if I have it on this phone. Let's see if I do. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I slide it on this phone. Yeah, I guess I don't have it on this one. It's on the other one. So there's an app. It's a File Explorer. No, it won't be on this one. This is new. I don't have them on this. Once that Explorer goes in there, you can store anything you want. So what you can do, if you can access your Google Drive or your OneDrive, so you upload everything to the OneDrive, you create a folder called Android, and then you can slide load your apps. Now, where you get apps, that's up to you. I mean, this is a way to get them off your phone and transfer. It gets complicated, but this does not have Google Play Store on it, and that's the only reason why you would do that. And then you can put on like another cleaner. I use SD Made, and it will clean. I don't do it on the new one, but it could really need it because these devices, they get clogged. I know you can reboot it, but you know each of the apps store a data cache. That's how Android works. So you have a data cache that has your passwords and information on that. That you don't want to destroy, but Google will rebuild it, and it's supposed to do the same thing on Amazon. You know, in theory, okay. But let me tell you, you want to delete the cache, clear the cache. You clear the cache because that takes up space. Same thing on your phone. That's where you have to use the Maid, but you have to give the Maid permission to do certain things because they have Google Android, I think 11, whatever it's up to now. I lost track. To protect it from third party, you have to unlock unknown software that you're installing on the phone. By the way, yeah, because if you're not getting it off the Play Store and then getting it from third party, okay. So SD Made will clean. It's supposed to clean the corpse finder. That means duplicate files, the database, and the main emulator. Okay, it does SD, micro SD too, and that will clean out it. Because every time you open an app and everything gets fragmented and gets stored and then it takes up space. You could free up 3 gig of space. I just freed up 3 gig off my phone. I have 6 gig, and I was down. It said I'm down to like 1% free. You're out of space. It's because the apps are taking up too much storage, and they don't clean themselves. If you have a Samsung phone, LG phone, they have some software that will clean. Okay. All right. So that's how you put apps on these devices. The same thing would go for this, which looks like this. Same thing as a stick. Same hole. Same thing. The only difference is like a stick. It's very small. It's like smaller than this. It's like that. It's like that. That's how big it is. I don't care how it looks as long as it works. Okay. So now we have this. We got the Fire Stick 4K Ultramax. Okay. This is a little faster. I know there's a little difference in this. It has a different sound effect too, but it's pretty much operating the same way. Out of the box, it should recognize everything you got. Now, Hulu is a little different story. You have to, the best thing to do is go to the website and activate it. Log into your account, make sure you have your password, and set up that. Like I said, Hulu, Prime Video, Disney Plus does not offer that. Netflix does. Yeah. So, Prime Video. If you're paying for 2-day delivery, then that is free. They raised the price on that to $15 now. But that's $15 total, or that's with tax. That means it could come up to $18. You gotta watch how that stuff adds up. Yeah, and you got that. You're almost paying like cable bill rates if you get everything they got. They got these little during the Christmas time they're having like 99 cents per month though. Those are good deals to jump on. But when those expire, woo-wee. All right. So here are the different remotes. Okay. There you go. I don't have a Roku. I'm not a Roku fan. By the way, I don't have that, and it's gonna be pretty much the same thing anyway. One thing about Hulu I ran into this morning. I guess I fell asleep and I was watching it, and it shut off. The player shut off. So what caused it? I got an error, and the error was, this is the gateway. Can it wake up? Wake up. Okay, I fixed that problem. There's a problem with the waking up. Okay. Yeah, I have to use my touchscreen. Oh, the amp just turned off. go. All right, so let me see if I can find it. Okay, I got an error, and the error, you might get it too. HULU error code P-DEV320. You get that code, sometime it might be 318. It's where it can't communicate with the servers from Hulu, okay? And it will crash. You try everything and it still won't clear out the cache. You clear out the data and it still crash. You know, you have to uninstall it. You have to go into Google settings and reboot the device, reinstall Hulu, and make sure you don't have any other profile associated to your account. If you're the only person on the profile, you should only have one profile in there, because something's corrupt, right? I did all that. It worked like a charm. This instructions here, I tried all that before, but it's the same stuff. It don't work. You can call up them. There's a toll-free number to call up Hulu, because you're paying, right? So that's it. So now it works. So you're running into that problem. Now you know how to fix it. Uninstall it. Reboot Reboot it. That's right. Reboot it. Restart it. It'll, and you see the on logo and all that. It's restarted. To do the same thing with this, you had to hold down the play and this home button here. Play these two buttons. The press at the same time, and that will reboot the Fire Stick. There's some tricks with the Fire Stick, but you got to remember, both of these are running the same thing. You just have Amazon ecosystem. Okay, there's a little difference between the two of them, and what they do. But this is the Google. Everything is Google on this one. The whole Google family, the Google TV experience. That's it. Which one do I prefer? Actually, I prefer this. That's why I got another one. I'm using it right now to control. And I have premium, YouTube Premium, so there's no ads. There's a way to do the same with, I can't teach you that because we're not allowed to teach you stuff. Because, and they kind of get witty with that too, those that there's free software but they have ads. Well, they had to get their revenue someplace, so that's what goes on there. Okay. I really can't show you because a lot of stuff here is like I'm on the Peacock channel. I was watching Speed. I know it's an old movie, but I was just curious. All right, so I can just press YouTube button, takes me right to YouTube Premium, and I use a different account because I want to see how my accounts work. Actually, this remote, not the other remote, but this remote, I went through the steps and it works out better than the other remote. The other remote, something happened when it was installing. So I should reset that and start all over again. And I'll get it going. Gotta get Disney Plus at, is Disney Plus in this? No, I didn't install Disney Plus. I took it out of the other one. Yeah. Remember, Disney Plus, you could try it. If you have children, yeah, then it's more for children. It's not for adults. I mean, there's some things in there. If you're into Star Wars, then Disney Plus is for you. But if you can get it for $2.99, which is really almost $5, I don't know what it. So that's $3 really. Okay, then plus the tax, plus the other tax is like $5. So that's it. But I only got the Hulu because I wanted to watch the Orville. And there's only a few more episodes left of that. I think it's 5 more, and that's it. But they're long, much longer than Star Trek or Picard series. Picard was like less than 40 minutes. I like, so Hulu, they're 15 minutes on each the Orville. And so it's longer. It feels like it's never gonna.
You have no active timers, so I'll start 15 minutes. Starting now.
No, cancel the active timer. Alexa, cancel the active timer.
15-minute timer canceled.
Did I tell her to do that? No. You see what I mean? mind of its own. Not well. Soon they will have their sanction where they can think for themselves and interact with you on a regular conversation. You almost don't really need anybody if you got something like that going. But yeah. But no, what I'm saying is this. How should you hook these up to your TV set? I know I said before, hook everything to an AVR. If your AVR is Dolby Atmos and it has 4K pass through, then hook it up that way. If you don't have that and you have 1080p, then you have a 4K TV, then you're not getting the benefits of your 4K. So make sure you know what each port does and what the benefits. Some of the ARCs, like the eARC, can go more gigabytes. Yeah. Where the other regular ARC can only go up to so much gigabytes. There's a limit. So you gotta look into that and look at the manual for the TV and see what it comes with. See if it comes with Dolby Digital Plus. Some only come with Dolby Digital 5.1. But a lot of stuff is not broadcast higher than 5.1. They say 7.1. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's 5.1. Sometimes I have 8 speakers. So we have it's 7 speakers, but the subwoofer, so they consider that 8. So you got 2 in the front. You got the left and the right speaker in the front. I could hook up the other 2 speakers and I have like 10 speakers, but then the stereo surrounds won't kick in. So we have 4 speakers in the back of me. We got 2 in the front. They're all the same. So we have 6. Yeah, we have 6 speakers, 6 small 8-inch speakers. Then we have dual center channel. And the sub, that's what I got in here. And the sub is 12-inch active, and it's pushing downward 12-inch woofer. It's 250 watts. And the receiver, Sony says it's 925 watts. So that's a lot of wattage right there. And the master bedroom is the same exact system, except the center channel is a Sony. And it's a Yamaha subwoofer, and it's 8-inch, and it's 100 watts. It's pushing out this way. It's front. It has the port in the back. It's powerful. That Yamaha with the Servio, yeah, that's not bad. 8 ohms. Everything's 8 ohms. Some surround sound systems, they say they have 2,000 watts. But what is that? Is that 3 ohms? 4 ohms? 8 ohms? 16 ohms? So, they kind of stretch it. And some systems say 7.1, but they don't say Dolby. They'll say 7.1 surround. That's DSP. Digital Sound Processor is different than Dolby. It's different. It doesn't sound the same. It's to mimic it. It uses a digital sound processor. With the Dolby, you get the 3 chips, 3 DSP. Well, it's supposed to be 3 DSP in the Dolby chip. I don't know how Dolby exactly sets it up, but they have Dolby Atmos. Before it was Dolby Digital EX. That was using the fiber. Dolby Digital, originally you had Dolby Surround. First, okay, but if we go back a couple of years, Sound Matrix. So that was 4 speakers, surround sound. That was mono. Then they went to Dolby Surround, okay, which is stereo. Then they went to Dolby Digital Surround, okay. Then from Dolby Digital Surround, they went from Dolby Digital EX in the theaters, okay. Then they had Movie Surround. They had DTS, which was 6.1. Oh yeah, by the way, Dolby Digital EX was 6.1 sound. Then the Dolby Digital Plus is what Amazon uses, and most of them use it. Most of them. That's 7.1. But a lot of receivers they're gonna pick it up as 5.1. Don't ask me why. So that's the thing with all this stuff. What are you getting for your money? It depends. If you're into all of this kind of music and you're into all this kind of surround, then you have a Dolby Atmos. Because Dolby Atmos gives you 360 degree from the ceiling. True HD gives you 360, but it's just that you don't have no overhead. So if a plane's flying overhead, you would feel it because those 4 speakers in the ceiling would kick in. So you have the 8 speakers, especially you have 9 speakers, 2 subwoofers, and the 7 speakers, okay? Then you have 4 more on top. Yes. So you see, that's the true Atmos. A lot of them say 7.2. That is not true. You really need to get the if you're gonna get a Sony, you really need to get the 1080. That has everything in it, all the hookups you need, but those are expensive. If you're gonna buy something like that, then you don't bother with bookshelf speakers. You get the full tower speakers, the ones with the multitude of woofers inside and tweeter. You're gonna get that. You get 2 for the front. The back, it depends. You could get them from the back if you have enough room in the house. You're talking about a lot of speakers, you know. It's a lot. You got 2 subwoofers. I can hook all that up in here. I can hook up at least I can hook up a 100-inch screen, and I can hook up everything. 100-inch screen. I want them to bring in the box. I slide it onto this button, press the button, and it'll raise the TV up like that. I don't have to mount it. I can mount it on the wall if I want to go push to the wall and lock it on, or I can mark it this. Yeah, that's what I would want. It's better that way for me. Mounting on the wall, that's a lot of work. You need more than one person. I can't do it myself. I don't have no Android here. But what I'm saying is this. Whatever you want, you're going to get. Sound bars, even if you bought the most expensive sound bar, it's only going to do what it can do. It's not going to sound like an AVR can sound with a lot of wattage behind it. Okay? But if you live in a small apartment or you live in a place where you can't have all these speakers, then this is what you have to do. But if you want the same thing they got in a theater, you're going to have to spend some money. The remote control for the Sony is like this. Okay? You'll learn it. Yeah. You can control everything on here. Oh, when you hook up to the ARC, you have on-the-screen display for your receiver. It'll say audio receiver, and then there's like that. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. This can be set up for your TV, your what else can I hook up for? Your TV and receiver. If you have a sound bar too, you can hook up for the sound bar. So it has that feature. Same thing with this. Same thing. This is a different ecosystem. The old one used to look like this. See, this is the old one compared to the new one. So yeah, see. You need extra light, but I don't want too much light. That's why I don't do it. All right, so I hope you learned a lesson. Okay, this is how it is. So what do I recommend? I really can't show you too much stuff. It's copyright, so that's why Hulu Plus. Try it out, see if you like it. If you're into sci-fi, Peacock. If you have Comcast and you got the internet, you get the Peacock for free. Just have some commercials. You got Amazon Prime. You get all their music library. You get the Music Unlimited. You have to pay extra for. If you got YouTube Premium, you get YouTube Music, audio music separate. You get that. Huh? So yeah. Okay. So Prime. Well, Prime rates have gone up, and I can't justify the cost. So. I have to think about that. I'm not really shopping a lot like I used to. But right now I'm going to keep Hulu. I'm going to keep these services, and Paramount Plus, I use that. There's a lot of stuff on Paramount Plus. And you got movies too. They all have a lot. So you got to figure out what you want, what you want to see, and what you want to do. Okay? All right. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, that's it. I'm gone.